Hi there, this is Pablo, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make bulk changes in your Zendesk instance using Salto. So let's say in your support department, your staff are called support engineers. Now there's been an organization-wide initiative to use a more friendly name. We don't want our customers to feel like they're dealing with engineers. Instead, we want them to feel like they're dealing with people that want to make them successful. So we've decided to change support engineer, and instead we're going to use the term success agent. Now in Zendesk, this is going to be a tough change because I know we're using this term everywhere. It's used in macros, triggers, views, dynamic content, and it's going to be a real pain to figure out all the places and then make the change one by one. Now let's see how we can solve this problem with Salto. So I'm here in Zendesk and I'm looking at one of the macros that is using the term support engineer. This is one of the many macros that I will need to change to use the new term success agent. As I said earlier, unfortunately, there is no way for me to search my entire Zendesk instance and find all the places where we are using this term support engineer. So let's go to Salto and figure it out. The first thing I've done here is I've created a workspace and I connected my Zendesk account to it. Now that my Zendesk account is connected to the workspace, I can see all my configuration in the element tree. The second step is I'm just going to search here for the term support engineer. And now I can see all the places where this is being used across my entire Zendesk configuration. I can see that it's being used in some dynamic content, 3 macros, 1 trigger, and in a view. I can even see where that term is being used within the configuration. So let's say I open this macro and I can see that, as I expected, we're using the term support engineer in one of the comments. Now when it comes to the view, I'm not sure how we're using that, so let me open this up here. It appears we're using the term support engineer in the title of the view, and this also needs to change. Okay, so we've resolved the first challenge. We have found all the areas where this term is being used. Now the second part of the challenge is how do I change this in bulk in a safe way? So in the workspace, we have a find and replace operation. So what I can do here is find all the instances of support engineer, and I want to replace them with success agent. And now I can see a preview of what that change would look like. This change is not already done. So I can see, for example, in one of the macros that the old value in red is support engineer and the new value is success agent. I can also open up the view and see what the new name will be, which is success agent my own tickets from the previous value support engineer my own tickets. Great, so I'm convinced this is the change that I want to do. So all I have to do now is click replace all. Now I'm going to close this, and then all I have to do is click deploy here. Now what happened here is Salto calculated all the differences between my Zendesk environment in Salto and my actual Zendesk instance. So what I have here is one final chance to look at the preview of the changes before I commit them to Zendesk. So again, I can look at the values here in the macros, on the views, and also the dynamic content. Okay, so I'm happy with the changes, so let's go ahead and deploy this to Zendesk. And great, the deployment is done. So let's go ahead and go back to Zendesk. I'm going to refresh this macro. And just like that, now it reads success agent. Now what about the view that had a name using support engineer? There we have it, success agent my own tickets. And that's how easy it is to make bulk changes in Zendesk using Salto.